It's Viv from York going live. I missed going live last week, which was a bit weird because I didn't think I'd miss it, but there you go. You get used to going live. So I thought I'd do a funny one this week. Casual, what makes you live longer? Now, I know where my mind went when I put that, but that's not what I'm going to talk about. So a while back, I watched a TED talk by Susan Pinker, if you want to try and find it. And she was talking about Hi, Matthew. Nice to see you. She was talking about the sort of predictors that say what predicts that you're going to live longer. And she went through the top 10, and it was really interesting. And I found it fascinating because it's not the sort of thing you think it is. Hi, Emma. So what I was going to talk about is what I've discovered having watched that and thinking back over some of the things I've done over the last couple of years of my life. Did it fit with what she said in her TED talk? And I'll post the TED talk below. So the strongest predictor for living longer, the top two, and number two sort of made sense to me. In fact, the top four sort of made sense to me because number four was quitting drinking a lot. Number three was quitting smoking. And number two was having close relationships. So, like family and friends and those people who are really going to be there for you if something major happens, which you might have thought would be number one. But number one was, and I'm trying to get this right, your social integration. So basically the people you interact with on a daily basis. And that can be some of your close, your family and friends. But actually, she said it's just as important to know the person who makes your coffee every morning, or to know the name of your postman, or the person who puts your delivers your paper, or somebody at your local shop or whatever like that. So that's what got me thinking, because I have found myself feeling a lot happier over the last couple of years with various things. And it's really shown up this week because I've had a bit of a stressful week because my 17-year-old's just started at college. And that's not a big deal for most people, but I've home educated him. So he's been with me like 24/7 since he was born. So it has been for me quite a big transitional change. And I felt quite down about that. So I've been using my essential oils and I've been using EFT and stuff like that. And but I also was tapping into some of these, what I would call sort of casual relationships with people that I have. So one of the things I really like doing is volunteering at my local community cafe. Now, this is a cafe that runs every single Wednesday, regardless of what time of the year. So it doesn't stop during the school holidays. The only time it would shut down is if the Wednesday fell on Christmas Day and New Year's Day. Other than that, we're open. Boxing Day, Christmas Eve, we're open. And it's really important for the local people because they know it's open every Wednesday. So if they don't see anybody through the whole week, they know Wednesday morning they can come to the community cafe. And there's loads of people there who I don't really know by name, but I would say, I'd smile at them if I saw them on the street walking around where I live. And the same with, I'm now part of a multi-level marketing company, which you might have worked out from some of my lives, that sell oils. And so I've got to meet a whole load of people who, again, some of them are now becoming friends, which is lovely, but a whole load of people who I can tap into if I'm suddenly feeling a bit, or I want help with stuff. And I've been really surprised by how important that's been to me recently. And then I also play Pokemon Go, which some people know about me, but maybe not that many people. And again, there's a whole load of people who I see on a regular basis, some of whom I would say now are becoming friends. Hi, Emma. But are really important. So when I'm walking around my local city or my local village, I regularly see people who I know just from Pokemon raids. And it sounds silly, but it's really nice to give somebody a smile. Hi, Glennis. To give somebody a smile, and I know them. I don't know them, I haven't sat and really had a chat, but we chat when we're doing Pokemon raids. We chat about what the latest Pokemon we got is. Hi, Sarah. So it sounds silly, but those social interactions that I have on a regular basis actually make me feel happier. And that's sort of what this woman was tapping into. So yes, your close relationships are really important. And actually, loneliness is one of the biggest killers in this country and probably other countries as well. And I find that, a sad thing. And I know from people who come to the community cafe that I've spoken about, it's really important to them that they can come to that and they can meet people and they make friends there. So I just thought that was something. So I'll link to the TED Talk below, but I just thought that was something that was worth sharing, because I was really surprised when I watched the TED Talk that actually it's those more casual relationships, as well as the important ones, but actually that was the biggest, strongest predictor for living longer and being happier, was actually having those sort of more casual relationships where you just interact with people. And interestingly enough, she went into the face-to-face interaction, so like the Pokemon Go and the community cafe and the saying hello to your local person in your shop and stuff like that. Just a bit of eye contact. It doesn't have to be anything more than looking somebody in the eye and giving them a bit of a smile, and actually that has a positive effect on you. It fundamentally affects your neurotransmitters. So if you're not someone who wants to get into playing Pokemon Go like me or doing anything, actually just every time you go in your local shop, give the person who's serving you a bit of a smile. Or if you happen to see your postman, give them a bit of a wave or something, because it actually will, it's fundamentally going to make you live longer and it's going to make you feel happier. And I just thought I would share that. And if you want to get into Pokemon Go and you happen to live near me, let me know, because I'd love to take you out and do a Pokemon raid with you and tell you all about it, because I am a bit of a geek. Okay, take care, folks. Bye.